Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we're making number 257 Granny Square of our 365 days of Granny Squares. This one is so beautiful. It is designed by Melissa, and it actually is a smaller version. I stopped at round 7 here. This is a smaller version of her 12-inch square. So if you want to, you can go on to making all 11 rounds and make your square a 12-inch square today. But I ended at round 7 to make mine. Mine's probably almost 8 inches, so not much more to go before you want to make the 12-inch square, but it looks so fabulous today. It's one of those 3D squares, so it's really fabulous. And we're working with single crochet, double crochet, front and back post stitches in here, and we're working with treble crochets as well to make this background here. So it looks a lot of simple stitches today to make this beautiful, intricate design. In this project, I'm only using 3 colors. You can use as many colors as you want, but I'm using just 3 Red Heart Super Saver yarns. This is just a scrap yarn project, so I don't actually have yardage on how much you will need, but if you have scraps lying around, you can definitely use any scrap yarn, whether it's a worsted weight 10 ply, size 4 worsted weight medium yarn, or if you want to use a double knitting yarn, you can totally do that as well. In this tutorial, I'm going to be demonstrating this pattern with an H size crochet hook, which is 5 millimeters. So if you want to use that, or you can use a smaller hook for today's square, just because it turns out to be a little bit larger than the rest of our squares this year, but that's totally up to you. I'm just going to demonstrate with the H size hook, and you're going to need a yarn needle and a scissor for sewing in your ends and cutting that yarn when we change color. So before we start, I have to mention that we have links in the description of this video. So there is the link to the written pattern. This one is called Sierra Square, and it is designed by Melissa Green, so make sure you check that link out to her Ravelry, and you can follow along with her written pattern, and make sure to go on to making rounds 8 through 11 as well to finish off the 12-inch square. Also, there's a link to my blog, YARNutopia.com, where you'll get all 365 days of Granny Squares, and you can click the image at the top of the blog, and all those images, those little thumbnails, that will take you to the video tutorial here on YouTube for that square. And then at the bottom of the blog, there's a link to the written patterns. There's a list of those, so you can click their number and it will take you to its written pattern if it is available to you. There's also a link to my Facebook and Instagram, so make sure you share your photos. You have to share a photo in the comment section on Facebook today. When you're done making your square, make sure to just do a little snap on your phone and then send it over to me in the comment section on today's post, or post it on your own Instagram, in your Instagram profile, and then hashtag in the description, hashtag 365 days of Granny Squares and hashtag YARNutopia, so I can see your square today. And then, last thing, I have to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, for taking the time to make these videos with us. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit that red subscribe button so you can get that update on when we post our next video. So now we can get started and make number 257 Granny Square. Let's start out with a slip knot, so put your short end over your long end, fold that down, and then pull that through and pull tight. Insert your hook and we can start. So let's start out by chaining 6, so yarn over and pull through. 1, yarn over, pull through, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to come all the way to the first chain way over here and make a slip stitch to form a ring. So go into that chain, then yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook, just like that. So now we've created a ring. If you know how to start with the magic ring, you can start that way as well, but going right into round 1, we are going to chain up 3, so yarn over and pull through, 1, yarn over, pull through, 2, and 3. And that's going to count as our first double crochet of this round. Now, in this ring, we need to put 15 double crochets. So a double crochet is yarn over, go into the ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a double crochet. So again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that's 2. This is 3. This is 4. Oh, that was 4. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can see I'm working in a circular form here, and I'm crocheting over the top of my straggler as well, so that's going to get hidden. This is 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that was 15. So we have to count back to make sure we have 16 stitches, which includes this chain of 3 here. So if you want to start at the chain of 3, count that. 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So you want to have 16 stitches. And just slip stitch to this beginning chain of 3 here. 1, 2, 3 right at the top. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through that loop on your hook, just like that. You can kind of spread these out so that they're even. And you can kind of pull that straggler, and that will kind of close the center as well, just like that. Okay, now if you're not changing color and going on to round number 2, you can just chain up 3 like me and go on to round 2. If you're changing color, you can fasten off here and start in any stitch around. But for round 2, I'm going to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to double crochet into the same stitch that we just slip stitched into. So yarn over, go back into that same stitch right there. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So now it looks like there's 2 double crochets into that stitch because that chain of 3 counts as a stitch. So that's 1 and 2. Now we're going to put 2 double crochets into each stitch around. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again, yarn over, go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So just continue doing that all the way around, putting 2 double crochets into each stitch around. At the end of this round, you'll have 32 double crochets, so I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 3 together. Alright, once you have all 32 double crochets around, we want to slip stitch to this beginning chain up 3. So 1, 2, 3 right at the top. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull tight. Okay, so that was round 2. Going on to round 3, if you're changing color, you can fasten off here and start in any stitch around, but I am not going to change color yet. We're just going to chain up 1. And now we're going to put a front post double crochet around this chain up 3 right here that we just slip stitched to, or the stitch right below it. So right where we attached our yarn, we're going to make a front post double crochet around that. So to do that, we're going to yarn over. We're going to go in from the right side of the post, okay, around the post like this, okay. Then we're going to yarn over and pull it through. Then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That is a front post double crochet. Now we're going to chain 1, so yarn over and pull through, and around this very next stitch we're going to put a back post double crochet. So to do that, we're going to yarn over, go in from the back of our work through to the front, then around this post here, okay, back to the back, just like that. Then yarn over and pull it through. Okay, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a back post double crochet. Then we want to chain 1, so yarn over and pull through. And now around the next stitch, we want to put a front post double crochet. So yarn over, go into the front of your work, okay, through the front of your work around this post to the other side, just like that. Then yarn over and pull that through. Then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And then yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops on your hook. Okay, and then chain 1. And now we just want to repeat what we've been doing. So on this next stitch, we want to put a back post double crochet. So yarn over, go into the back of your work to the front, and then around that post, back to the back, just like that. Then yarn over and pull it through. and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then chain 1. Then on the next stitch, we want to put a front post double crochet. So yarn over, go into the front of your work, around the post, then back to the front, then yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then chain 1. Okay, so just repeat that all the way around. Make sure to do a back post double crochet around the next, then chain 1, a front post double crochet around the next, then chain 1, and just repeat that all the way around. And then I'll meet you up at the end of this round and we'll go on to round 4 together. After you make your last back post double crochet, you want to chain 1 and then slip stitch to our beginning front post double crochet right here. Okay, so not the chain 1 that's back here, but actually go into the front post double crochet stitch and then yarn over, pull through and through, just like that. Now if you're not changing color for the next round, you want to slip stitch into this chain 1 space right here and then chain up 1 and go on to round 4 with me. But I'm actually going to chain 1 here and cut this yarn and then pull that all the way through and pull tight. If you're changing color, you can start in any chain 1 space. I'm just going to go right into this one, grab my new yarn, hook that on my hook and pull it through and then chain up 1. So now we can go on to round 4. We are going to single crochet into that same space. So go back into that chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a single crochet. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to single crochet in the next chain 1 space. So right here, just go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet in the next chain 1 space. So right here, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and just repeat that around. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the next chain 1 space. So just do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up for round 5. Finishing this round, you want to make your last chain 3 and then slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round. So right into the single crochet, go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now at this point, if you're going to change color, you can fasten off here and then start in any chain 3 space. But I'm not going to change color here. I'm just going to slip stitch into this chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, and then chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to count as our first double crochet of this round. So for round 5, we are going to put 4 double crochets into the same chain 3 space. So yarn over, go into this chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that's 1, this is 2, 3, and 4. So now it looks like there's 5 double crochets in there because this chain up 3 counts as a stitch. Then we are going to single crochet into the next chain 3 space right here. So go into this chain 3 space and then yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, just like that. Then in the next chain 3 space, we're going to put 5 double crochets. So yarn over, go into this next space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that's 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to single crochet into the next chain 3 space. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and we're just going to repeat that around. So put 5 double crochets in the next chain 3 space, and then single crochet into the next chain 3 space. And it's that simple. Then just repeat. So 5 double crochets in there, a single crochet in that one, then 5 double crochets in this one, and then single crochet in the next one. If you need to, follow along with the written pattern. Otherwise, I will meet you up at the end of this round and we'll go on to round 6 together. Alright, after your last petal, you want to slip stitch, or I'm sorry, single crochet into the last chain 3 space, and then slip stitch to the beginning chain up 3 here. 1, 2, 3, go into the chain up 3, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now, regardless if you're changing color or not, we're going to fasten off, so chain 1 and cut this yarn, pull it through, pull tight. We'll sew in that in a minute, but now this next round, round number 6, we're going to be working behind the shells of this round. So our shell stitches are our 5 double crochets. So in my case, I would be working in the back post double crochets from round 3 here. Okay, and we're working behind this, so I'm going to fold this forward, and we're going to be working in those stitches behind the shells, or below the shells that are in round 3. So we're going to work in round 3 here. I'm going to start right below my first shell right here, and that's where I fastened off there. So right below the first shell in there, I'm going to fold this forward, and then I'm going to go into that back post double crochet. Now we'll be working in all of the stitches that are below our shells. Okay, so in my case, like I said, it's the back post double crochets. We're going to be then skipping the front post double crochets. In your case, it might be the front post double crochets depending on where your shells are. Okay, so my shell is right above a back post double crochet. So that's where I'm going to start. Okay, so I'm going to fold this forward. I'm going to insert my hook into that back post double crochet. I'm going to grab a new color. You can choose if you want to use the same color, different color, whatever. And I'm going to hook that on the hook and pull that through. And then I'm going to chain up 4. So yarn over and pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, 3, and 4, and that counts as our first treble crochet of this round. So now in the same stitch, we're going to be putting our corner stitches. So we're going to put 2 treble crochet, so yarn over twice, go back in to that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a treble crochet. So again, yarn over twice, go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now for our corner, we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to put 3 more treble crochets into that same stitch. So yarn over twice, go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that's 1, this is 2, and 3. And there's our corner. Okay? Then we're going to chain 2, so yarn over and pull through 1 and 2, and we're going to double crochet into the post below the next shell. So if you want to fold this forward and look for your next shell, mine's right here. The double crochet, the back post double crochet is right here, so I'm going to fold this forward, and I'm going to put a double crochet in there. So I only need to yarn over once and go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Then I want to chain 2, 1 and 2, hop to the next back post double crochet right here, fold this forward so I'm working behind my shell, and I'm going to put a double crochet in there. So yarn over once, go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again, chain 2, 1 and 2, skip over to the next shell here, underneath there's that stitch from round 3. We're going to work in there, so I'm going to fold that forward and double crochet into that stitch. Okay, then let's see here, double crochet in this post, then chain 2, double crochet in this post, chain 2, double crochet in this post. Now we're going to chain 2, and then in this next one right here, this back post double crochet below the next shell, so right here, we're going to put our corner stitches. So in this stitch here, we're going to put 3 treble crochets, so yarn over twice for a treble crochet. We're putting 3 of them in there, 1, 2, and 3, then chain 2, 1 and 2, and then put 3 more treble crochets into that same stitch. 1, 2, and 3, just like that. And there's our corner. Okay, then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet in the post below the next shell. So this is the next shell here, and going behind it, we're going to put a double crochet. So a double crochet is only yarning over once. Then chain 2, hop to the next shell here, and below it is that post. I'm going to fold that forward and double crochet into that back post double crochet. Then chain 2, 1, 2, hop to the next shell here, put a double crochet in that post below it. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and in the next one, this next shell and this stitch below it, we're going to put our corner stitches in that stitch. So that's 3 treble crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and then 3 more treble crochets into that same stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we have still 2 more sides left, so we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, skip to the next shell here, right below it is that post, and round 3, we're going to put a double crochet in there, then chain 2, hop to the next shell here, fold that forward, put a double crochet in that stitch from round 3, chain 2, hop to the next shell, put your double crochet in the post from round 3, then chain 2, and then this next stitch right here below this next shell is going to have our next corner. So we're going to put 3 treble crochets, then chain 2 and 3 treble crochets in that same stitch. So if you need to, follow along with the written pattern, but just repeat what we've been doing. We have 1 more side left, and then I'll meet you up for round 7. When you finish this round, you want to make sure you chain your last 2 and then slip stitch to your beginning chain up 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right at the top, just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. At this point, if you are changing color, you can fasten off here and start basically in any stitch around. But I am going to just chain up 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's going to count as our first treble crochet of this round. And this whole round is going to be using treble crochets. And starting round 7, we are going to treble crochet in each one of these 2 stitches here. So yarn over twice, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that one and this next one. Then in the corner, chain 2 spaces, we're going to put 2 treble crochet, so 1 and 2, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 2 more treble crochets into the corner, so 1 and 2. Then we're going to treble crochet in each of the next 3 treble crochets, so 1, 2, and 3. And then in the chain 2 spaces, we're going to be putting 2 treble crochets in each chain 2 space on the side. So we're putting 2 treble crochets in there. In each double crochet, we're going to be putting a treble crochet. Okay, so there's 1 treble crochet in the double crochet, then 2 treble crochets in each of the chain 2 spaces on the side, just like that. Okay, so then there's a treble crochet in this double crochet, and then 2 treble crochets in the chain 2 space, and then a treble crochet into the double crochet, and then 2 treble crochets in the chain 2 space here. Then we're going to put a treble crochet in each of the next 3 stitches until we hit the corner, chain 2 space, and we're just going to repeat what we did in the last corner, in this corner. So we're going to be putting 2 treble crochet, 1 and 2, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 more treble crochets into that same corner, just like that. So it's just a solid treble crochet round for this round here. So if you need to, rewind and see what I did on this side and this corner to do every side and every corner around. Otherwise, read the written pattern and then I'll meet you up at the end of round 7. Okay, when you're finished with round 7, make sure to slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 4 right here, right at the top. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And now I am going to fasten off here. So I'm just going to chain 1 and cut this yarn, pull it all the way through and pull tight, and then I'm going to sew in my ends. If you want to though, you can definitely go on to rounds 8, 9, 10, and 11 to make your square a 12-inch square. I know a lot of you have been going on to reading the written patterns, and this one is a really well written pattern by Melissa, so make sure you check that out and, you know, go on to making rounds 8, 9, 10, and 11 and making your square a little bit bigger. For the bigger squares, you can use those to make like pillow covers, or you can use them to make like the center of a blanket and have like squares coming around it or something. So the bigger squares are really fun to make and a little bit more challenging, which we could always use a challenge here and there. So there it is though, number 257 granny square is complete. Thank you so much for watching and learning how to make this square, and big thank you to Melissa for allowing us to use this pattern in our project. Make sure you check out those links in the description of this video. Link to the blog, Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you hashtag 365 days of granny square so I can see your square. And now that it's finished, why don't you Snapchat me your photo so I can see what it looks like today. I love these flowers, especially the 3D ones. So thanks again for watching, everyone. Happy hooking!